you're dropping like knowledge bombs on people about how to hack social media.
Yeah.
And you're really going deep on the different platforms and the different ways to dominate on them.
So there's a few hundred social media platforms. We just don't think about or talk about all the other ones. If you're on Instagram, that's the most emotional. Instagram's where you should be creating your content for. That's where people live and breathe. That's what they look at in the morning and nighttime. Instagram is the one. That's the main, most emotional platform. The algorithm has made it much tougher. So it's frustrating. People aren't posting as much. Their engagement isn't as high. Their fans and followers aren't seeing their stuff, so it's frustrating. However, it's still the most beautiful, impressive, and it's the one that we think about the most. Facebook is critical because it's never going away. Zuckerberg is too young, too rich. He owns Instagram. And you just know that you can find if people care for very, very cheap. So if you see something taking off and working, you can spend $20, $50, $61 to find out if people from 25 to 46 years old in Montana that also like Nike and Reebok will buy your sports clothes. Like you can just do such magical things with Facebook. That's critical to build rapport there. But the content you post on Facebook is the same content you post on Instagram. You don't have to make separate videos for each of the different platforms. Twitter is like a news feed. So Twitter is the toughest one to grow, but it's important to just copy and paste your same caption, post your video there, occasionally tweet here and there, and just so you're on. You own your real estate, you own your name, so that some other person doesn't have @CleverInvestor. Like you don't.
By the way, you said something yesterday that a lot of people, I saw the light bulbs go off in their head. It was buy your children's names, or like reserve your children's names now.
Right now, today.
Like right now. And I saw a lot of people looking at each other like, why don't I have my kids' names? Like, you should buy the .com name.
Absolutely.
You should get on all the platforms. Just get it going
it's
right
free.
now. Yeah.
It costs nothing besides your domain name, which GoDaddy.com, you get it for $10. Like just owning it, so that if another mini Cody comes out, you do have children, but your children later, they don't want to make a website when they're 14 and somebody else already has it.
Now, do you recommend, like take Twitter, for instance, do you recommend being a personal brand on Twitter, or do you recommend being like a company?
So if you have a business brand, like let's say Richard Branson and Virgin, they still both have an account, right? There's reasons for both to have an account, but when I say the word Richard Branson, you know and think of Virgin. The problem is that most brands, they don't have that. Like, can you name the CEO of American Airlines? Southwest Airlines? United? Delta?
Yeah.
Right? So having a personal brand is huge, because if I say your name, they know and think of real estate, they know of you, they think of you for something that is relatable to them. So it's important to have your name, but it's also important to have your business name. And there's no reason not to have both.
Now, would you say, for simplicity, if they're struggling with trying to figure out how to do personal content versus like a company branded content, to just do any content and post it on both initially?
So all you have to do to avoid on business content is, and you shouldn't even do this on personal content, no politics, no sex, no religion, and no drama.
Just keep it clean.
Under any circumstance. No matter what you feel passionately about Trump or religion or transgender or anything, race, culture, any of those things, you automatically have half the people hate you. And you literally, I'm going to ask you a very simple question. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody about religion and they say, you know what, you're right, I'm going to switch?
No. Yeah. So just
there's
avoid
no
it.
point. You can't argue about
right now,
it.
my team behind the cameras are all looking at me because they're like, dude, you failed on that miserably.
Nothing positive can come from it. There's only negative to it, and you don't want to alienate half your audience. The business content, you just avoid some of your personal stuff. You're not going to post your kids on the business content. You're not going to post your salad on there, your fitness workout. Like the things that you may enjoy to post on personal content, that just doesn't apply for the business one. However, on the business content, it doesn't mean you can't have fun. Doesn't mean you can't post if your whole office is doing fitness workout, if your whole office is having a pizza party. Food-related things can be there, workout-related things can be on your business one. It just has to be more about either the CEO or everybody, not just the personal side of the CEO, not from your home. It's got to be office related. Next platform, Pinterest. So I like Pinterest a lot, but you don't have to spend a lot of time on it. You can post your things on there, post the 10, 20 pins or boards or mood boards, things you want to post on there, and then not log in for 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Doesn't matter. But you want to at least post and be on there to have your flag in the ground, because over 70% women are spending their time on there, and they're spending a lot of time on there during the most expensive parts of their life. It's children, it's their family, it's remodeling their homes, it's live events, it's their weddings, it's things that are like they're decorating, like they're doing things where they would spend money on, arts and crafts in life, and they're spending a long time there, not 2 or 3 minutes like they do on different platforms. They're there for like an hour, and they're really diving in.
So it's a very heavily engaged with product.
As of 2 weeks ago, Pinterest has more monthly daily active users than Snapchat and Twitter combined. But we don't talk about Pinterest.
We got to get our Pinterest games up here. Yeah.
So the next platform is YouTube. YouTube is what I call evergreen content. It's going to live on forever. YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. Google is the #1 search engine in the world. Google owns YouTube.
And like you said, Instagram's content, once they interact with it for that day, it's like they're not scrolling all the way down, interacting with that older content. But on YouTube, they binge watch and they go down that rabbit hole.
Yep. And they spend a lot more time. And a lot of it's on their laptops where they'll spend more time. Like YouTube is just an amazing long-term platform that's never going to go away. So the last platform that really matters is called LinkedIn. If you would ask me about LinkedIn 2 years ago, I'd have been like, who cares? But now they added photo and video. Now it's awesome. Because with photo and video, you can actually get views there, you can get likes there, you can get comments there, and they allow you to interact and add people much easier than back in the day. And when I say back in the day, just 2 years ago. Meaning, it used to be if I wanted to add you, I had to know somebody that was within the top 4 relationships that knew Cody, right? And then you'd get a request from me, and you might not see it for a month or 2, because who the heck logged into LinkedIn back then? And then you'd respond, and then I wouldn't respond because I wasn't logging in, right? Now, it's awesome. I can add you plus everybody in your office, and I can go find people. Like I can go search things really quickly. I can see who does what and where. I can do it really fast and effectively. But on the social side, when I post photo and video, if I get some 8,000 views on a photo or video there, that's infinitely more powerful than 100,000 views on Instagram. Because on Instagram, it's for the masses. It's for Becky444. It's for Sasha123. I'm going to get poop emojis and hearts and flowers and smiley faces. On LinkedIn, 100% of the crowd, not 99, 100% of the crowd has a job or wants a job. That's it. They're all career-oriented. They're investors. They own companies. They're looking for a job. There is no 14-year-old poop emojis on LinkedIn. Doesn't exist.
There's no haters.
No.
Yeah.
So I end every speech with omnipresence. You want to be on every platform.
All right. So how do people connect with you?
So my social media is all the same. It's just @DanFleyshman. That's also a big tip. Make sure your Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc. Your screen name should be the same on every single platform. Your bio should be the same on every platform. And your bio photo should be the same on every platform.
Go follow this man, support him, support his charities, show up at one of his elevator nights. I had an opportunity to speak at one. Super cool thing that you're doing for entrepreneurs all across the United States. And yeah, that's it for now. If you got something from this video, drop us a comment down below and hit the like button or dislike button. If I sucked at this interview, I'm not a pro interviewer. But either way, interact with this, and we'll see you on the next one.